Hi, this is Adam from MakerState, and welcome to the Scratch Skills series. In this series of videos, I'm going to take you through some of the basic skills and other ideas involved in creating projects in Scratch. In this video, I'm just going to give you a very high-level overview of the Scratch project editor, which we can use to create our projects. I'm here on the Scratch home screen, which you can get to by going to scratch.mit.edu. I've signed into my account, which you can create an account and sign into it in the top right-hand corner if you wish, which will allow you to save projects. Or if you just want to check this out without creating an account, that's fine too. From this page, you should click Create in the top left-hand corner to open the project editor. So this is the project editor where we create our projects in Scratch. And there are a few different parts of this interface that I want to walk you through quickly. Again, we're going to go through all of these components in more depth in later videos, but this is just a high-level overview to get you familiar with some of the basic functions of the interface. So in the top left-hand corner here, we have what's called the stage. And the stage is where you see your projects play out in real time as they're created. So if you add more elements to your project or write scripts or change anything else, you'll see those things happen here in the top left-hand corner. Above the stage, we have a place to title our projects. So I'm just going to put a title, My Project, in right now. Below the stage, we have this area called Sprites. And sprites are the characters and objects that we put into our projects, okay? We have another video on the different ways to create sprites, but I'm just going to quickly show you the Sprite Library, which you can access by clicking on this leftmost icon next to New Sprites. And here are some of the sorts of things that you might want to put as sprites into your games or your projects, right? So we have animals and people and other objects, instruments, cars, foods, etc., right? I'm just going to click these bananas and then click OK to add them to my project. There is another sprite, okay? We also have backdrops, which are the background images for our projects. Again, we have 4 options for uploading them, which we'll cover more in depth in another video, but we have a backdrop library, which I can launch and quickly just pick a backdrop from by clicking on the backdrop and then clicking OK. So now I have my sprites on my stage and a backdrop, okay? Now, this right half of the screen changes its functionality based on which sprite we have selected and which option you have selected here at the top of the screen. So for each sprite, we have scripts, costumes, and sounds. Scripts are the meat of what we're going to do in Scratch. These will allow us to write programs for our sprites that will control our sprites' movement, or they'll control other things about our projects. And these are, this is our code or our programs that we're going to be writing. And scripts are comprised of all these different blocks, and just really quickly, we can connect some blocks over here together in this script writing area, like so. Here's a very simple script: when space key pressed, move 10 steps, and now, as I press my space key, my cat starts to move across the screen, okay? And we're gonna do a lot more videos on how to use all these different blocks and combine them in different ways. Next, we have costumes, and costumes represent different looks for a particular sprite. And this sprite comes with 2 costumes, and you can see that just by flipping back and forth between them really quickly, we have, what might be the beginnings of an animation if we were to try to animate, a change between these 2 costumes. So costumes can be used for many things. Animations is one of them. And then finally, we have sounds. And we're not going to talk about this too much right now, but you can add sounds to your projects by either selecting them from the library or recording them or uploading them, and then using some scripts to trigger those sounds, okay? Specifically these sound blocks: play sound, stop sounds, etc. Finally, we have some tools on top of the screen that are helpful for working with sprites and scripts. Sometimes we have a duplicate tool, which can be used to duplicate any sprite or script. We have a delete tool, which are the scissors, which can be used to delete any sprite or script. And then we have these grow and shrink arrows, which we can use to grow any sprite. And for all these tools, you just click on the tool and then you click on the thing that you want it to change. Finally, we have this help tool, which will give us help on any particular block or part of the interface by clicking on the tool and then on the thing that you want help about, which is very useful. Okay, you can save projects here by clicking Save Now in the top right, or sometimes projects will auto-save on their own. And you can share projects or go see your other projects by clicking this folder next to your name. Okay, so there's a really quick overview of some of the parts of the Scratch interface. I hope that was helpful for you, and definitely check back on some of the other videos to see more in depth how to use some of these parts of Scratch. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope to see you back at the next Scratch Skills video.